everyone, and welcome to the NBA on Thursday night. We're bringing it to you live here on 2K Sports, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And here's Edwards. They set the pick. Here he goes. Pass to De Silva. Shot clock at 6. He buries it from 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Edwards against Thompson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Here's Edwards. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Pass to De Silva. To the left wing. Three-pointer. Poirier with the rebound. Here's Larkin for 3. Another shot. It's tipped. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Here's De Silva. The offensive rebound. And he gets that one.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Nora, pass to Larkin. Pass to Poirier. Here's Nora. The 3 is up. And the three-pointer goes.
It's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Edwards for 3. Poirier with the rebound.
Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Larkin with the bucket.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Pass to De Silva. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer. Force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, BA.
And Allie, thank you for that.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Outside Edwards.
2 minutes remaining. First 2 minutes.
From the arc. And it's Smits with a rebound.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Here's Nora.
Away team foul. Number 13. First personal foul. First team foul.
And there's 1:38 left in the first quarter. Thompson passes to Smits. Baseline try. And he knocks the jumper down. The visitors with the ball. It's a three-point game. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And here's Edwards outside. Poirier with the rebound. Here's Smits, guarded by Edwards. Nora, pass to Smits. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Smits has gotten his second bucket.
I just love the ball movement.
4-3. Gets the 3 to fall.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
Lets it go from deep. That shot off the mark. Pass to De Silva. Oh, they get a hand on it. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And they're pushing it up. Pushing it up now. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Offline with a 3. Here's Smits. He's got 6. Pass to Poirier. Banked it in off the glass.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Here's Larkin. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And that does it for the first quarter. Up by 6. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
The 3 is up. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. He's guarded by Napier. To the middle. Willis. No good with a layup.
Well, the D's so tight on him, and makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Hits the trifecta.
Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Bryant outside to the paint. Right here. 6 to shoot. From outside the arc. First shot won't go. Covered by Bryant. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
And he drops it in from the low post.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
Covered by Bryant, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And it's good. Napier. So it's the home team now. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Shrugs off the contact and dunks it home. He'll go to the line.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
He's guarded by Napier. Pass to Bryant. Beyond the arc. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. Driving inside. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
A lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
He's guarded by Napier. And no good. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Booker. Covered by Bryant. It's stolen away. To the inside. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Willis. Goes up again. Misses at the rim. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
No good there.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Booker defending. On the wing, Bryant. Pure from three-point range.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Covered by Bryant. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 10.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
No good. Misses at the buzzer. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And we'll be back with you shortly.
26.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Outside Edwards. Three-pointer. De Silva with the bucket. De Silva's got 8 points.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Larkin. Offline from the top of the key.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
They get it back. Pass to De Silva from downtown. Fires the three. Buries it from 3. De Silva's got 6 in the quarter.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
About a minute played here in the second half. Here's Smith. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's De Silva, defended by Thompson. Shoots. De Silva, no good.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Here's Smith. And a miss there on the triple.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
They set a pick. There's the 3. And it's Larkin with a rebound. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And the basket by Poirier.
Yes, finally one drops after the 0 of 3 start.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. The quick look, no good that time. inside. Here's Larkin. Blocked!
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Takes a 3. He can't get that one to fall.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Pass to De Silva. Clock at 6. No good with the triple.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
There's a minute 54 left to play in the third quarter. Nora grabs the board.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Offensive board. Poirier, and that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Pass to De Silva. Can they get it? Thompson pulls it in.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Larkin no good.
And that's exactly what you need. Everybody, big and small, crashing the glass.
Here's Edwards. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Here's Thompson. 59 seconds left in the third. To the paint. Here's Larkin. There's a screen. Shot clock at 6. And the 3 off target. Larkin's gone 1 of 5 from three-point territory. Here's De Silva. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. De Silva's got 8 points in the quarter.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Larkin passes to Thompson. Over Edwards. Thompson's shot is off. On the break. Stolen by Thompson. And stolen by Edwards. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. They lead by 2. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Off target from outside.
And that's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Here's Nora. The 3 ball. Larkin no good.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
On Tuesday, and then Friday.
Substitution on the court.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bryant. He's guarded by Napier. Just 5 to shoot. Shot from 12. Here's Bryant. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
At this stage of the game, the offensive rebounding and putback is massive. It feels like a 4-point swing.
Yeah, and you know who your Warriors are by plays like that. They make it when it matters most.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Now Napier. And that one's good.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Pass to Bryant. There's the triple. And Booker pulls it down. Bryant's gone just 2 of 6 shooting. 33%. The baseline J is on the way. Covered by Bryant. Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. And he makes it.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
To the middle to halt the run. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Oh, what a way to get the big bucket. With the size advantage, there's no stopping that.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Covered by Bryant. An easy 2 on the layup.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter here. No good on the triple.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Once he saw the smaller defender guarding him, he took it right to the rack.
The rebound by Napier. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point range, they get the rebound. Hits the jump hook.
And there he is. I mean, attacking the boards, converting off the misses. I mean, trying to do everything he can to secure this W.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Pass to Bryant. Here's the 3. He can't get it to go.
The D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Stolen by Bryant.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Personal foul. First team foul.
He makes the first of 3, and that brings him within 8.
3 shots.
The second one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that trims the lead to 6. Covered by Bryant. He takes it in. 2 points. That one goes.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
3-pointer. No luck on that one. Fires for 3. No good that time. The visiting club takes the win on the road. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little...
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Papa Nicolau in at the 3 spot. The shot's good from Fournier.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Fournier. Pass to Papa Nicolau. To the wing on the left. And here in January, a few teams starting to solidify their spots in the power rankings. Others not so much. They're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they've used the doubters as fuel for this season's strong showing. Night after night, each guy plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Here's Nora. Pass to Larkin. Just 5 to shoot. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here's Vezenkov. Driving the lane, and yes, it's good.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. We talked about tackling the quote-unquote Sabonis problem. Coach said, we want to challenge Sabonis as early and often as possible. We'd rather see him pass the ball than find his own shot, and especially inside. Well, they'll try to battle Sabonis in the paint. We'll see how that works out. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Larkin. The tray. Rebounded by Papa Nicolau. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Vezenkov, his second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Now Thompson hits it from 3-point range.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. A 3-ball. Offensive rebound. Smith's good.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Now here's Fournier. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Thompson passes to Larkin. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Poirier. Scoreless thus far. 3-pointer. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. Here's Papa Nicolau. That 3 off the mark. Here's Smits. Right wing. 56 seconds left here in the first quarter. Misses the wing 3. Smits has gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Here's Vezenkov. Off target with his 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Fournier for 3. Poirier grabs the miss. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Larkin. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Vezenkov. Good on the triple. Vezenkov's got 7.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Larkin. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. They're up by 2. And the second quarter about... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Into the lane.
Away team ball.
On Tuesday, then on Wednesday. Here's Milutinov. Missed inside. On the wing, Bryant. Banked in off the glass.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Milutinov. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
The play will be reviewed. 2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Dorsey trains it from beyond the arc. Dorsey's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Yep, that one goes.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Here's Evans. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Bryant looking around. Now Dorsey. Pass to Evans. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Here's Milutinov. There's the triple. Milutinov. Here's Peters. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Covered by Evans. Back to Bryant. Come to me. Over Dorsey. And it's Bryant missing.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Floats one up. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. To the middle. There's the steal. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Pass to Dorsey. But 3. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Bryant with it. Evans picks him up.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here is Bryant, covered by Evans. There's a screen by Willis. And it's Bryant missing.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Here's Dorsey. Off target from the baseline.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Count that bucket. 1:32 left in the first half of basketball. And a miss there on the triple. Bryant, it's a wide open look. Offline with his three. Bryant's gone 1 of 4 so far. Dorsey, that's good. Dorsey's got 6.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
To the wing right side. With the drive. And the layup's good off the glass.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 42 seconds left in the second quarter. Peters traps in the tray. Peters has got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Drives to the hoop. Outside, Willis. Shoots the three. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And Evans with a stuff.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And we've reached halftime in this one. They're up by 10. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb.
They're within striking distance. They've done a few good things out there, but rebounding is not one of them, Shaq.
Probably the difference in the game. And next, a look at some of the possible participants for this season's dunk contest. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Thompson is out there with Larkin. And it's Nora in at the three. Got a piece of it. They've got Fall. And it's Papanikolaou in at the three. Here's Schmitz. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Here's Papanikolaou, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Here's Larkin, and the three ball is good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Pass to Vezenkov. Here's Fournier. Good. Fournier's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Thompson surveying the floor. Jacks up a three. Fall with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Vezenkov. Launches it. Poirier grabs the miss. Poirier's got his 4th rebound in this one. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
Well, you know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. Pass to Vezenkov. No good with the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Larkin, and it's blocked. And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Thompson for the triple. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Vezenkov's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Morag grabs the board.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
And they'll get another chance. Poirier passes to Larkin. Shot clock at 6. Misses the wing Jerry.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Outside Fournier. Here's Fall. Nothing on the board. Pass to Vezenkov. A three-pointer off the mark.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him. They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Here's Fall. Another shot. Thompson with the rebound. There's the drive. And the shot is good. Larkin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Taken away. Fires away from outside. That shot off. Larkin's gone 1 of 5 from three-point territory. Vezenkov off target from outside.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Here's Larkin. And it's off from three-point range. .52 seconds left in the third. Pass to Vezenkov. For 3. It's not going to go for him.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
Thompson outside. Off target from three-point range.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Norrell. For the 3. Cranes the three-pointer. Nora's got 5. Pass to Vezenkov. The teardrop falls in.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Here's Larkin. Sheds over Fournier. Nice shot by Larkin. 7 points in the game. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Up by 8. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Papa Nicolau in at the small forward.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball.
Willis, shooting one. Substitution on the court.
And so here's the home team. They trail by 7. The kick out to Bryant. Connects from 3-point range.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Here's Peters, and he drives in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Shooting for the away team. Peters at the line for
On the free throw, no good. Covered by Evans. Driving to the basket. That one goes. Count it. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Dorsey. Can't get it to fall. Dorsey's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
be a rejump.
The layup off target.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor. Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Over to the wing. There's the three. No good. Shot missing.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Evans outside. To the paint. Here's Peters. The layup missed. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. See some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Covered by Evans. 6 on the shot clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
At the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. Both shots good from the strike.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, outstanding job there, taking the harm and still able to finish.
And that one falls for Evans.
Hey, great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
And that one drops.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
They can retake the lead after trailing for a while.
Nice work to hang around and just give yourself a chance. Put yourself in position.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Fires the three. And Willis pulls it down.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Money!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Third team foul. At the line from Euroleague.
And that one misses. Bryant with the steal. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's a screen by Willis. Can't connect from short range. Here's Peters. He's covered by Willis. It's good!
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
6-second difference between shot and game plan. To the right side. Covered by Evans. 6 to shoot. Oh, no good. And so the road team gets the W in this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin,
Thanks for joining us on a picture-perfect Sunday night for some NBA on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. From downtown, Edwards can't hit. Outside Fournier. Pass to Fall. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Here's the Silva. And there's the turnover. Pass goes out of bounds.
To the away team.
Here's Papanikolaou. On the wing, Fournier. Pass to Fall. Back to Fournier. Here's Fall. Here's Papanikolaou. 6 to shoot. Going inside. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. Yeah, guys, Coach mentioned how Domantas Sabonis can be a game wrecker in the paint. Coach told me we need to get big bodies on Sabonis and force him outside, make him move around. We need to knock him off the blocks if we can. So it sounds like the defensive game plan may revolve around Sabonis, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Fournier covering. Pass to De Silva. Three-pointer. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Guarded by Edwards. Pass to Vezenkov. Now here's Fournier. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And that's a foul called on Evan Fournier. That's his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Nice defense, reading the play, using some quick hands to take it away. Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Here's De Silva. Outside Edwards. On target from range. Give him 8 points now.
Intelligent ball movement. The offense looking one step ahead there.
Here's Fournier. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I'd like to see Fournier drawing contact on his shots. I mean, he's a crafty player who gives defenses a lot of problems.
2 shots.
Good on the second one. So it's the home team now. Fournier covering. Here's the pick. There's 1:47 left in the first quarter. Launches it. Knocks down the long J. And this game is tied up now.
And the quick release of Fournier. Man, he's so good at getting his shot off as soon as the pass reaches his hand.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
The 3 is up. No luck on that one.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Out left to the wing. Back to Edwards. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Fall. Guarded by Edwards. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And there's a pick. Fournier covering. Pass to De Silva. Offline with a 3. Outside Fournier. Down low. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
2 shots. The play is under video review under NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And he makes a first. Both shots good from the stripe. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter here. And the shot goes. He's got 10.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
from behind the arc. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And Fournier has been an absolutely lights-out long-distance shooter every season he's been in the league.
The long-distance 3 is buried.
It's obvious he's taking it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
Old team foul. Edwards. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
First free throw is good.
0. Taking 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. They're up by 4, and the second quarter is on its way. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
That assertive mentality, I mean, just rising up from deep and draining it.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
They allowed him to establish deep position. You just can't do that.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
Shot clock at 6. Nice open look, but it's no good. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. 4-3, sinks the tray. Evans has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Out to the right wing. And it's good. Napier.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to Evans. Here's Peters. Still no points. To the inside. And that one is hammered home.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
The drive, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul.
The first one falls.
0.
And so he makes both from the line.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Inside, that's tipped, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Dorsey from deep. Kept alive. To the paint. Six on the shot clock. Here's Evans. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Dorsey. Booker defending. Pass to Evans. Out to the wing. Here's Dorsey. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And he sinks the second. There's a screen. Right side, Napier. Outside for Booker. Launches a three. It's not going to go for him.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
To the middle. Here's Peters. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Stolen by Booker. All alone on the break. And it's good. Napier's got 5 points now this quarter.
If they keep finding steals like that, they won't be in the hole much longer.
Let's go with a three. Knocks down the triple.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And that's 2 fouls for him so far. But I still think he needs to stay aggressive.
Second team foul.
To the right side. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. Can't get it to drop.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Pass to Dorsey. Goes back up. From outside the arc. The shot, no good. Nails it from beyond the arc. Give him 8 points now. From the arc. The offensive rebound. Off target at the rim.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Leading by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days? And moving on, let's jump over to our current game. It's a tight one so far for the visiting team.
Watching them on the offensive end.
Thanks for tuning in.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Papanikolaou. No points yet. On the wing, Fournier. De Silva with the rebound. Fournier covering. Takes the three. The shot no good. Here's Vezenkov. Fires in the triple.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Vezenkov's gone 1 for 2 from deep. Driving in. Soft touch off the glass.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Fournier. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fournier's got 9 points.
You know, even when you think you've got Fournier bodied up, he still finds a way to slither to a score.
A deep three. It's hauled in by Fall. Fournier with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Lets the three fly. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Pass to Fall. Here's Vezenkov. That one goes in. He's got 5.
That's a heads-up play right there. Reads the floor, distributes accordingly.
Now here's Edwards. Not a lot of room. De Silva, no good. Here's Vezinkov. Three-pointer off the mark. In transition, here they come. Gets an open look and hits it. 21 points in the game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And that's a foul called on Evan Fournier. That's foul number 2 for him.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
A tight game here in Utah. Outside Edwards. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to De Silva.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
No problem for me with that call. He was still sliding right there.
Fournier covering. Here's De Silva. Clock at 6. For the tie. They grab their own miss. Ball stolen. Here's Papanikolaou. He's scoreless. And he gets the bucket.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Vezinkov's gone 50% from the field. 3 out of 6. Fournier covering to the paint. Poke loose. Here's Papanikolaou on the wing. Fournier sinks it from distance. Fournier's got 12.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Here's Edwards. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
The defense tightens up, so he adjusts. Nice play.
We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter here.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more.
Yes, indeedy.
Well done.
The kick out to Edwards. Out to the right wing. That three's off the mark.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. Leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
The shot by Vezinkov, no good. Vezinkov's gone just 1 for 4 from deep. To the inside. Right wing for 3. The rebound by Vezinkov. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Fournier. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Connects from downtown. De Silva's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Pass to Vezinkov. Here's Papanikolaou. And the first shot of the night for him. Missing. The third quarter comes to a close. Up by 5. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession in this way. True team basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Here's Vezinkov. Out to the right wing. And he lays it up and in.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
It's Edwards with a drive. Here's De Silva. Back to Edwards. Pass to De Silva. 5 to shoot. To the left wing. Second chance shot. They get it back. The 3. sends it home from three-point land.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
De Silva's gone 2 of 6 shooting from downtown. Here's Vasinko, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And they're on the break. No one near him. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Booker defending. Booker with the defensive effort. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Knocked away. Here's the break. He's all alone, and the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Peters' shot is good.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And how's this for a response? I mean, these teams are just going at each other from downtown.
I thought that initial three might be the dagger, but the answer to tie it was even more close.
1:43 left in the fourth quarter. The shot by Dorsey, no good.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
To take the lead. That one is off. Down low. Stolen by Booker. Here's the break. There's a minute 12 left in the fourth quarter. And he jams it home with authority.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Outside Napier. It's Booker on the wing. It falls!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Over to the wing. This one for three. Drops in the three.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Will it go? And no good. Jacks up a three. Knocked loose. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because
Good Friday night to you, sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Thompson is out there with Larkin, and it's Smits in at the 4. Da Silva with the rebound. And he dunks it down.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Here's Larkin. Out to Thompson. Pass to Smits. There's the pick. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
The shot's good.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
No good from outside. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Da Silva. Six on the shot clock. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts. Here's Larkin. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Poirier. Here's Smits. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Mora, the pass to Smits. Carries it from 3-point range. Smits has got his second bucket tonight.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Da Silva. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Pass to Smits. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Inside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
He takes it in. Here's Da Silva. Bangs home the trifecta. Da Silva's got 6.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
Here's Nora. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Nora. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good.
Jordan and Nora taking 2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, it's Edwards on the wing. Misses the 3. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
There's 57 seconds left in the first, and it's good. 2 points.
Yeah, Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Poirier, still without a basket. Thompson passes to Poirier. Shot clock at 6. Down low, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Warnock grabs the board. Here's Larkin. Smits passes to Warnock. That 3 off the mark. Over in the corner, Edwards. Three-pointer, and Thompson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. It could go. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. They're up by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Pulls up. And his first shot of the game, no good.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Giffey, and he jams it with authority.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
Home team foul. 0. First personal foul. First team foul.
And it ends up out of bounds, and they'll keep possession.
Away team's ball.
On Sunday, then on Thursday.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Over to the left wing. Oturu off target with his 3. Booker outside. Fires from deep. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. The 3 from Bryant comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Out to the wing. Giffey hands it from downtown. 5 points in the game. They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And stolen by Booker. And they're pushing it up. And it's good for 2.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Bryant looking it over. Driving in. Booker pulls it in.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
It's a 5-point game. Napier covering. Bryant outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bryant's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Bryant's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. Puts up a deep 3. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Oturu. Defended by Booker. Out to the right wing. No good on the triple. To the inside. It's stolen by Willis. There's the three. Here's Oturu. Lays it up and banks it in. Oturu's got his first points of the game.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
And there's the drive. 5 to shoot. Napier with it. Now defended by Bryant. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. .109 left in the first half of the game. To the middle. A steal. And here's the break. Here's Napier. To the left wing. Booker outside. Pass to Napier. From deep. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Oturu. Defended by Booker. Oturu's shot is off.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
There's a screen. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fans.
That'll do it for our show tonight.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Here's Larkin. He has yet to score. Pass to Poirier. Here's Larkin. Here's Nora. Out to the right wing. Clock is at 3. For the lead. And he banks in the layup. Nora's got 8 points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
We've got Thompson. And it's Nora in at the 3 slot. For 3, Edwards. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. 2 teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Here's Larkin. Driving inside.
Ball is turned over.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Shot left block. And too long on the shot. Here's Smits. He's got 5. Over to the left wing. Nice shot by Larkin.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Fires away from way outside. And it's Smith with the rebound. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. He gets it in there.
they're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Larkin's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Here's Edwards, and he uses the glass on the layup.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's the pick. Smits passes to Poirier. That one falls.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting for the away team.
It's an 8-point differential. And he finishes nicely on the layup. He has 6. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Takes it inside. Nice shot by Larkin.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to De Silva. Got a piece of it. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
2 minutes.
Here's Norrell.
2 minutes.
1:56 left to play here in the third. Smits passes to Poirier. And the layup's good off the glass. Poirier's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Thompson outside. To the paint. A nice shot by Poirier. Poirier's got 9 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Out to the right wing. Here's De Silva. Banked in off the glass.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Larkin looking it over. 51 seconds left to play in the third. Clock at 6. Inside, Smits. Pass to Larkin. Here's Norrell. Down low. Here's Smits. Can't hit from in close.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 8 points for him. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Larkin. He has 7. He takes it in. No good with the layup. Pass to De Silva. Up in time. And that one released in time, but no good. And we've reached the end of the third. Up by 6. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Booker. Plenty of space. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
Here's Oturu. Napier covering, and the basket by Oturu.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. To the paint. Off on the layup. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play.
The ball goes to the away team.
Napier covering. Oturu, the pass to Willis. Here's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. There's a screen by Willis. To the middle. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. No good with the triple.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance. Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So it's the visitors now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Bryant outside. Pass to Willis. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Booker. And they're on the break. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, keeping his eyes up. Coaches love to see that kind of anticipation.
Napier covering. Outside, Bryant. Pass to Willis. Shot clock at 6. Misses from short range. And he makes good on the layup.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the fourth. Thompson passes to Poirier. No good from 11 feet. They are right on the brink of taking the lead.
This is an absolutely critical juncture in this game.
Good work there as it goes. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. They set the screen. Larkin, the pass to Moore. Hits the three-point bomb.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Mora's gone 4 for 5 from the floor tonight. Just 1 miss. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Smith with the rebound. Smits has got his 4th rebound in this one. 1:12 left in the game. Nice shot by Larkin.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. 55 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And here's Thompson. Drives to the hoop. Shoots it up. It falls.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
A three-pointer, no good. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Here's Poirier. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game. Got it!
.20 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Home team foul. 0. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So it gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws. Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Nine seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Thompson outside. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to... Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Thompson is out there with Larkin, and it's Smits in at the 4. Here's Papanikolaou. Warnock grabs the board. Here's Larkin. He's guarded by Fournier. Nice shot by Larkin.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here. early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Pass to Vezenkov. Three-pointer. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's Larkin. About a minute played so far here in the first. Here's Papanikolaou. Outside Fournier. To the wing right side. Vezenkov. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's Larkin. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Larkin's got his second bucket of the night.
Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4.
Driving the lane.
Now that's the way it's done. Take it up high and throw it down with everything you got.
That's right. He was not going to take the soft approach on that drive.
Well, not that wide open. You're given a juicy gift by the defense. You got to sink your teeth into it. Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Out to Thompson. Here's the three. On the wing, Thompson. Mora, the pass to Thompson. 6 to shoot. Here's Larkin. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Vezenkov. Knocked loose. Fournier best to fall. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, Fournier not just looking for his shot. Nice pass.
Thompson inside. Pass to Larkin. They set the pick. A shot. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Larkin's got 8 points.
And he's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Here's Fall. 1:49 left to play here in the first. Here's Papanikolaou for 3. Good on the three-point shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Vezenkov's gone 1 of 3 from deep tonight. Driving in. Nice shot by Larkin. He's got 10.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
The shot's good from Fournier.
And Fournier trying to score inside, showing off a little bit of his touch.
Fournier passes to Larkin. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
1:04 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Fournier. Releases from 15, and it's Smith with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And the dunk to finish it off. Ah, beauty.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Vezenkov, and he hits it to tie the game up. Vezenkov's got 5 now.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The shot by Thompson, no good. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Puts up a deep 3. He can't get that one to fall. And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied up. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Here's Peters. Oturu with the rebound. Outside, Bryant. Pass to Oturu. To the inside, Willis. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's Peters. Evans outside. From the arc. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And it's Willis finishing it off.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Here's Oturu. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Willis. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. On Tuesday, then on Sunday.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Outside Bryant, 5 to shoot. It's up a 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Driving to the basket. Dorsey, that's good.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Off target from outside. Got a piece of it. And the basket is good. Dorsey's got 4 points this quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Covered by Evans. And he converts the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Dorsey. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Plays it up and banks it in. He has 5. Here's Evans. Still scoreless. Plays it up off the glass. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Oturu. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Willis with a screen on Evans. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Jacks up a 3, sinks the triple. Evans has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Evans.
Away team ball.
Covered by Evans. Kicks it out to Bryant. Picked him clean. Now Dorsey. And it's in there. Dorsey's got 6 here in this quarter. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bryant looking it over. And a miss there on the triple. It's a close game here in Chicago. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First team foul. At the line for 2, number...
The first one falls. He's off on the second. On the wing, Bryant. Covered by Evans. Willis. Good, and the assist goes to Bryant. Willis has got his second basket of the game.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
A second chance effort. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Leading by a point. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Take a look at the home team. You know, Halloween was a long time ago, but this team is still the scariest group in the league.
I like how they've been eating the glass. Figuratively, no one should eat glass.
Just barbecued chicken.
It's the centerpiece of health.
And that about wraps it up.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. They've got Fall, and it's Vezenkov in at the power forward. Pass to Papanikolaou. Yep, it counts.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Outside, Bryant.
Home team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Larkin. He's got 13. Shot clock at 6. The 3. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Thompson with it. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Nora. And the call will be against Fournier.
Evan Fournier.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Larkin looking it over. Drills it from outside. Larkin's got 16.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Papanikolaou. He's covered by Thompson. And he banks in the layup. He has 6.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And there's the drive. It's tipped. Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the way in.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
They set the pick. Larkin, the pass to Smith. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
At the line for the
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult,
taking 2 shots. The play will be reviewed.
so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And Fournier kicks to Papanikolaou. Lock at 6. Offline with his 3. Here's Larkin. He's guarded by Fournier. Now here's Thompson. He has yet to score. And it's going to be out of bounds. And they retain possession. Six on the shot clock. They set the pick.
2 minutes.
Here's Larkin. Sinks the three-pointer. Larkin's got 6 points in the quarter. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Now, here's Fournier. He's covered by Thompson. Pass to Vezenkov. Lets it go from deep. It's good from long range. Vezenkov's got 8 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Thompson passes to Smith. Fires the 3. Fall with the rebound. Deflects the pass. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Nwora. Pass to Thompson. Fires from the wing. The shot, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spill, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's Fall. Right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Vezenkov. Off target from three-point range.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Out to Thompson. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Poirier passes to Thompson. Lets it go with a 3. And that one is off. Here's Papanikolaou. From deep three-point land. No good on the last second attempt there. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. They lead by a bucket. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
First team foul.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Fall in at the 5. Three-pointer, Willis. It's hauled in by Dorsey. And he drives in.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Willis with a screen on Evans. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
They're just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
From outside, off the mark. Here's a chance for them to retake the lead.
And they have done well to stick around these last few minutes. And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
Outside Bryant. Pass to Willis. And it's Willis finishing it off.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Evans right side. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
That free throw good from Evans. And both free throws good for Evans.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Bryant down low. Working on Dorsey. Here's Willis. And it's Willis finishing it off.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward. And he needs to be as an undersized player.
Over to the wing. Uncovered. That one doesn't drop. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
Down low. Here's Oturu. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Fires the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Bryant the pass to Oturu. The kick out to Bryant. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Dorsey. He's covered by Willis. Dorsey passes to Peters. Evans outside. The 3 ball. Knocks down the 3 ball. Evans has got 5 points now this quarter. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
It's the first that narrows the gap to 1. And he is unable to get the second one. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. The shot by Evans, nobody around. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
They get the rebound.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Second team foul.
56 seconds left to play here in the 4th. From deep, Evans. They get it back. Pass to Peters. Second chance shot. And the layup is good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Larkin. We're going the other way. .36 seconds left in the game. Evans outside. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Up and in on the layup.
And it was going back and forth there for a while, but now starting to just stretch out that lead a bit. They're definitely looking like the better team.
Here's Larkin. Cans the three. Here's Peters. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted and it
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. De Silva, no good. Right side, Fournier. Here's Papanikolaou. Offensive board. Fall. Second chance effort. And it's good on the layup.
High percentage look right off the bat.
Fournier covering. And he drives in. Pass to De Silva. Over Fournier. De Silva with the bucket.
Taking full advantage of a gap in the mid-range coverage.
Here's Papanikolaou. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Vezenkov. Counted from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Fournier covering. We played just over a minute here in the first. Fournier with a rebound. Guarded by Edwards. Inside. Ball no good. Puts up a three. He drops it from range.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition three. But if he missed, coach might have had some words for him.
Now here's Fournier. Got a piece of it. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And that one good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Vezinkov. Fires the three. He can't hit that time.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to De Silva to the paint. The three is up. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Here's Papanikolaou. And a missed layup.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Down low. On the wing, Fournier. And the layup is good off the glass.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Pass to De Silva. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. De Silva's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Here's Vezinkov. Here's Papanikolaou. Drains the triple.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Fournier covering. The kick out to Edwards. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Vezinkov. And it falls all over the rim and in. Vezinkov's got 5 points. Vezinkov's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup. And what were they thinking, leaving 3 guys, like 3, open on the perimeter? They got what they asked for.
Oh, got that one up quick. Give him 8 points now.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
The three. Can't get it to go. 3 for 5 shooting so far. Back to Edwards. Ball passes to Fournier. Here's Fall. Pass to Fournier. Lets it go from deep. That shot is off. To the middle. And he dunks it down.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Leading by 5. Let's take. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Off with the layup. Here's Evans. Takes a 3. And that one fall for him. He's 0 for 2. He puts up a 3. And it's good. Napier. So it's the home team now. Here's Peters. Into the lane. And Booker pulls it down. Left side Napier. Fast break. Here we go. This one for 3. Not going to go that time. Let's go with a three. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that misses. That would have put him up. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Peters. And there's the drive. And the layup falls. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Booker. Hey, expanding his range. And it's Dorsey with the rebound. Here's Evans. No points so far. And Booker pulls it down.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Here's Napier. Out left to the wing.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Dorsey. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. From deep.
They are having major struggles from the floor.
And so he draws the foul. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
Number 76. People taking 2 shots. The play is under video review under NBA rules.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
2 minutes.
Over to the left wing. Fires for 3. No good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
1:25 left to play in the first half. Pass to Booker. Who poked away. Five on the clock. They still need this. And the layup is up and in. Booker's got his first 2 points of the night.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 2.
And he drops the first. And that's good as he hits both shots.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Outside Napier. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2. 46 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Evans. Knocks it down from distance. Evans has got 5 now.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And it's good. Napier.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, I have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
The shot by Dorsey, no good. Now here's Napier, tightly guarded. There's a screen. To the wing on the left. The 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. And that makes it a tie ball game. So So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Let's talk about our winner from the Western Conference.
The way the game is played now, it's tough for a big man to get the honors.
You know what? They push the action, but also play within themselves. Show great execution.
And you know, that usually leads to a high. Thanks for tuning in.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. So it's the home team now. From the low block, the kick out to Fournier. Here's Vezinkov. To the inside. Misses in close. They set the pick. Driving to the basket for the lead. And the layup is good. He's got 10.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Here's Papanikolaou. Guarded by Edwards. To the wing, right side. And they pick up 2.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Second half getting started. About a minute played. Fournier covering. Pass to De Silva. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. De Silva's got his second basket.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Papanikolaou. Now here's Fournier. 90 seconds into the second half now. Hits a three-pointer. Fournier's got his second basket of the night.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
A moment to hear from Ali LaForce.
With the game on the line, Stray is a dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Ali, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. Beyond the arc. Can't hit that one. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. On the take. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Guarded by Edwards. Has to fall. Outside Fournier. Inside. Shot clock at 6.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
It's a neck-and-neck game in Chicago. And that's a foul called on Evan Fournier. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Puts up a deep 3. That one's off. His 3rd miss out of 8 tries. Here's Papanikolaou. 5 points in the game. Guarded by Edwards. The kick out to Fournier from the arc. He can't get it to go. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen... even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
The first free throw is good. Hits both from the stripe. There's a minute 54 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. We've got a minute 48 left in the third. Tries again. And play stops as it looks like an over-the-back call here.
Just a little too eager for that rebound. As a result, gets called for the over-the-back.
You have to know your positioning and where the opposition is on the floor.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. On Thursday, then on Monday.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Fournier covering, and there's a pick. To the left side wing. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Pass to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
The shot by Fournier, no good.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Fournier covering. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 5. From downtown. No luck on that one.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time. You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Here's Papanikolaou. Now Fournier takes it inside, banked it in off the glass. Fournier's got 7 points in the game.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we've reached the end of the third. They lead by 5. And we're coming right back after. All right, let's take a look at our assist to the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Napier. The D's right on him. Pass to Booker. Oh, trying his luck from deep. He buries it from 3. So it's the home team now, trailing by 8. Here's Evans. Here's Peters. launches it from deep. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got 4 rebounds now. There's the drive. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one's off.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
He hits the second from the line. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Up and in on the layup.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And it's Dorsey with the rebound.
Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine.
Here's Peters. Up again. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. And there's the screen.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
The home team on D. From behind the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go.
That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Outside Napier. Six on the shot clock. Outside for Booker. Off target from 3-point range. 4th quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Booker defending. And it's good for 2.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Now here's Napier. It's Booker on the wing. Outside Napier. It's Booker on the wing. Back to Napier. Third minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Fires from deep. The shot by Dorsey, no good.
Questionable shot selection on that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Goes up high for the 2-handed slam.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. 1:41 left in the 4th quarter of this one. To the left wing. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open 3s like that. What are you doing?
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Outside Booker. 1:03 left in the 4th quarter. Left block shot on the way. And it's Dorsey with the rebound. Booker's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Drives to the hoop. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Nice basic one-hander there.
Hey, I think he got some extra bounce off the ground on that one. And he banks in the layup.
Should just about do it. Big time shot in the final stretches here.
Market time of death. Does that mean we get to officially enter garbage time? I vote hopefully yes.
Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs. stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Peters. No good from outside. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out.